Be it resolved by the Township Committee of the Township of Lakewood County, Ocean, that the budgeted herein before set forth is hereby adopted and shall constitute an appropriation for the purposes stated of the sums therein set forth as appropriations and authorizations in the amount of $64,583,434 for municipal purposes. And for school purposes, we're good.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. Now I'll open the meeting to the public. If anybody would like to speak on the budget, please come forward.
Just want to mention something that I'm seeing in this room, two things. First of all is, there's only one person in the public section. You're passing a budget with an increase, and it looks like nobody in this town cares what you do with their money, if you're increasing their taxes, how you're spending their money. Nobody is here. You're spending all the money tonight. That's when you vote, and nobody is here. Second thing I'm seeing is that even the committee, two of the committee members are not here. It's such an important night. I'm sure they have a reason for it. I'm just saying is, in such an important vote of spending the township's $100 million, I think all the committee members should be voting on it. Again, I understand that they might have different arrangements that they have to be there. Now, I just want to go into what this budget is all about. I was reading, I just got confused. The way I saw it was on a blog called Hefkewelt, and basically he gave a summary of what's going on over here. We're going to increase the taxes by a few $100 on average in each home, but there's going to be a surplus of $90 million. Could somebody explain to me is what this budget is, trying to understand how much money you're spending, how much money you're getting, and what is the surplus business all about?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, take care.
Let the professional do it, so I get the answers
The
right.
total budget,
Thank you.
total budget is, total budget is $101,681,000.
That's how much you're going to spend in the year 2019.
That's correct.
And how much taxes are you going, how much income are you going to make from taxes and all other income that the township makes?
We're using $19 million of surplus, which is the surplus that we have, our savings account, if you will.
Oh, so you're depleting that account, you're just.
No, we're not depleting it. We have 25 million, which is very similar to what we had last year. Last year, we used a very similar amount. We used about 19 million, and we hope to restore 19 million again through, not spending all of our budget, additional revenues, sale of land, those type of things. So last year at this time, we had a very similar amount of fund balance or savings, if you will. We used 19 million to balance the budget last year, and we're doing something very similar this year with the anticipation that we'll be in a very similar position next year.
Do you still have land to sell here in Lakewood? I thought we were out of land anymore.
No, we have one.
We still have land. So basically you're saying is you're going to have $101 million in revenue minus 19 that you're using from last year's.
The 19 is part of the 101 million.
That's the income that you're using. And how much more money are you spending this year over last year? That means is that you have to increase the cap that you are over, that means is that you're increasing the taxes for everybody, like with a few $100 on each home.
It's not a few $100, but we'll get into that in a minute. Okay.
That's how it says on Hefkewelt.
Sorry.
Reading the blog.
don't
I know you don't like them, I know.
A lot of them don't like it.
The increase is about $48 per 100,000.
How much?
About $48 per 100,000 of assessment. So a $200,000 home is gonna go up about $96.
And how much money is that totaling, how much money do you need now more than, last couple of years, you didn't increase the taxes. Actually, the value of the homes went up, but the 3 point something stayed the same. So what happened this year? How much more money do you need that you need to increase?
The budget's going up, about $5 million, going from 96 million to 101 million.
But from the other side is there's so many homes that got built last year that should account for this 5 million.
What we've added to the budget.
Yeah, so.
I understand that you're going to just ask me a question. That there's probably a few hundred homes that was built over the course of the year that got final CLOs, and they are putting into the taxes that it's about 10,000 and more on each home.
The additional homes require additional services.
So explain also, more than 50% of every dollar going to the Board of Ed, not to municipal services. That's
That money that comes in goes in, that's what helps to build the surplus up. That's one of the factors, along with land sales and other type things, that will increase the surplus and help us regenerate it so that next year, hopefully we'll have about the same amount, we can apply that. Even, but out of that money, you know, half of it does end up going back to the schools, the county, fire, stuff like that. So it's not all, the new houses coming on, it's not just gravy for us, for lack of a better word.
No, I understand that the new houses require more services. What I don't understand is if the increase of expenditure of the town increased by 5 million, I could assume that we got 5 million of taxes of these new homes that came up. Because
The level of, I understand what you're saying, but the level of services, if they come in, and that amount of homes come in, the level of services has to rise.
I
In order for us to
understand,
maintain those levels
I
of services.
understand, so we have level of services rose because these homes, but these homes also got accumulation of $5 million
Right.
in taxes, so it should even out.
No, yeah,
The new homes generated $1.3 million.
Oh.
1.3 million is the new assessments, the new homes that were added in new construction amounted to about $1.3 million of new taxes.
So we're missing about 4 million in,
right, but just, and you want to touch on right, or I can touch on, just to understand, I think what Deputy Mayor Miller was trying to explain is that, just remember, your overall tax base, there's multiple variations, you have municipal tax, county tax, fire tax, library, and school tax. School tax is roughly 50% of what's being put in, it's taken and sent to that, don't forget that.
so I'm just going to conclude what I'm understanding, and hopefully understanding it right. We could assume that for every few hundred homes that we're building this town, we get an increase in expenditure, and we're not balancing that out with the taxes that is coming in. So we're losing of every year from the new construction about 4-point-something million that has to be divided by the rest of the town, because we see this year the expenses went up because of this new services that these new homes required. If it's a Board of Ed, special ed, and then you have garbage pickup, police, and all that, more people, more expenses. But we're not gaining that expenses from the income from these units. So that means is, I'm just simply calculating it, the more homes means more taxes for everybody.
Not necessarily.
Even if there's no houses being built right now, there's still contractual agreements that therefore necessitate an increase.
Right, some of the things, you know, which happened this year, the addition of all the police officers, the addition of additional public works, that's the first time we've had to do it. That will even out over the next couple of years. It's not gonna be a new expense that we have to go for next year.
What do you mean in addition for police officers?
We had
More
13
people, you
we
need more
had
police
13
officers.
Well, you're not gonna have to add 13 police officers every year. We have a target, which we're very close to for our projection going out for several years. Same with public works, by the addition of the third shift that we're bringing in here, a lot of things that we now have to pay for from other people we'll be able to do in-house. And we're not gonna have to go out and hire an additional third shift every year. You may have a little bit of an increase, but a couple of things hit us this year that weren't on the budget last year. The police officers, we were hoping would have been brought in last year to help, you know, mitigate some of that increase, but they weren't. So.
Why not? Because you wanted to claim that you didn't increase taxes, and now you didn't have.
To be honest with you, Shlomi, I think that over the last couple of years, we should have raised it a little bit. Expenses go up, health insurance goes up, contributions that we have to pay for the pensions for people who work here go up. capital improvements, things that we have to do for the town that aren't always a recurring expense, but when they come up, we have to deal with them. Those kind of things. If we had raised up a little bit over the last couple of years, you wouldn't see as big or even an increase like this there. So we're looking going forward that, you know, we've made these investments in people and in material and improvements that hopefully the tax rate next year will be mitigated and we won't have to go in for another increase or another, wage.
Just a small, I'm just finishing up. This is an argument that is made by certain activists and people that speak up. They claim is that you increasing housing in Lakewood increases the taxes for everybody. Now, I understand is that both committee members basically are arguing is that that's not necessarily true. The increase of expenses goes up just by the economy, just by things happen, and you just have to increase expenses, health insurance goes up, and salaries go up. There's certain stuff that goes up automatically, the taxes would have gone up. I just was asking as a professional, you know, they are politicians, they have to say what they're saying. Is I'm asking you as a professional, as you're looking at this budget, what is your opinion on that? If there would not be an increase in housing in Lakewood, would the tax levy have, I'm pronouncing good, the tax levy that you're raising the tax rate would have gone up so drastically like it's going up now? I'm not saying it's drastically, I'm just saying is, the concept of more housing brings more taxes.
I think we reached a point where we needed to make some changes. I mean, we needed to add police and we need to add public works. I don't think this is gonna be a reoccurring thing. I think we reached a point where we just simply needed the third shift of public works. I don't think it's gonna be something that if we add the same amount of houses next year, we're gonna be in the same spot. I think we're filling our police needs, we're filling our public works needs. So it may look like that, what you're saying, but I don't think if we add the same amount of housing the next couple of years, you're not certainly gonna see an increase like this. I think we've kind of reached the point where we needed to add a third shift. We needed to add more officers, and now I think we're probably set for the next, foreseeable future.
Okay, thank you very much.